Abstract: Mosquito-borne flaviviruses like DNV, Zika, GAV, YFV, and WNV pose significant global public health threats and contribute to socioeconomic imbalances. Currently, vaccines are available for DNV, YFV, and GEV, but face safety concerns, production processes, and distribution difficulties. Nucleic acid-based platforms such as DNA and mRNA vaccines have emerged as promising alternatives due to their ability to elicit strong immune responses, facilitate rapid development, and support scalable manufacturing. This review provides an update on DNA and mRNA vaccine development against these viruses, detailing early efforts and strategies, and exploring future directions for advancing nucleic acid vaccine candidates.
Introduction: Mosquito-borne flavivirus pose a significant threat to human health worldwide, with an unprecedented increase in disease outbreaks and geographic expansion due to factors such as urbanization, climate change, and international trade. Annually, over 400 million human infections and several million fatalities are recorded globally. These infections are associated with disproportionate socioeconomic imbalances, especially in developing countries. The most important mosquito-borne flavivirus include dengue virus, DNV, West Nile virus, WNV, yellow fever virus, YFV, Japanese encephalitis virus, GEV, and Zika virus, ZIKV. These single-stranded, positive sense envelope RNA viruses belong to the orthoflavivirus genus in Flaviviridae family. They are transmitted by various species of mosquitoes with Aedes aegypti, and AE. Albopictus mosquitoes responsible for YFV, DNV, and ZIKV transmission to humans. The spiral of WNV GEV is facilitated by Culex species of mosquitoes. Flavivirus are maintained in an zootic cycle between mosquitoes and mammals, avians, which act as amplifying hosts. Humans typically assume the role of dead-end hosts due to their inability to generate adequate viremia for those other hosts. Transmission may also occur through blood transfusion, sexual contact, and transplacental transmission, which can result in abnormal gestational development in the fetus.
Nucleic acid vaccine platform. Nucleic acid vaccine utilize pathogen genetic material to elicit strong immune responses by instruction the body to produce specific protein antigens. They can the DNA or mRNA based. Early studies like those by Tang etc. showed in vivo gene delivery could provoke immunity, paving the way for DNA vaccines agents against disease such as influenza A. DNA vaccines are stable and safe but generally less immunogenic than mRNA vaccines, potentially needing boosters. Concerns about genomic integration and autoimmunity limit their humans use. Research on mRNA vaccines spans decades with significant progress in stability through lipids, nanoparticles, essential for effective delivery, particularly for COVID-19. There are conventional and self-replicating mRNA type enhancing antigens expression despite their higher immunogenicity and advantage mRNA vaccines face generation degradation challenge and high production costs which affect accessibility in low-income areas. However, they do not integrate into the genome, reproduce long-term risks from use.
Nucleic acid-based vaccines for flaviviruses 3.1 flaviviral proteins used as vaccine antigens. The flaviviral genome has single open reading frame ORF flanked by untranslated regions UTRS encoding a polyprotein that is cleaved into three structural proteins: capsid C, remembrane, membrane, PRM, and M. An envelope E plus 7 non-structural proteins NS1 through NS5. Structural proteins are essential for viral assembly and host cell entry, while non-structural proteins facilitate viral replication and immune evasion. The E, PRM, and NS1 proteins are prime targets in flavivirus vaccine development, with the E protein being crucial for entry and a focus for neutralizing antibodies due to its three distinct domains. Targeting domain 3 of E helps reduce antibody-dependent enhancement ADE risk in dengue vaccines. The PRM proteins, while less immunogenic, protects E during assembly and linked to ADE. Evaluating PRM in vaccines is vital to address this risk. NS1 is a multifunctional, non-structural protein involved in the replications and immune modulations, appearing in three forms. While NS1 targeted antibodies do not neutralize the virus, they help clear infected cells. However, NS1 rule is virus dengue pathogenesis complicates vaccines development, necessitating future focuses on protective epitopes to enhance vaccine safety and efficacy.
So DNA vaccines for DNV. Early DNA vaccine studies that show that the plasmids, including truncated or full-length E and PRM proteins that is encoded, induce neutralizing antibodies. So especially when enhanced with CpG molecules or electroporation. So in primates, these vaccines show strong immune responses and up to 80% survival. So ang prime boost strategies, which is DNA plus protein and inhibition like GM, CSF, co-administration, lysosome associated with proteins, and VAC15 or VAX15 that is improve the immunogenicity. The tetravalent vaccine is targeting a domain of the E protein and the multi-epitope, the mosaic vaccine that is show promise for broad protection across the DNV or DNV serotypes, while the PRME and NSI based vaccine offered a durable protection. Efficacy in a weekly immunogenic settings remains a concern. So nagpasabot siya nga kanang, so the efficacy is weekly in the genetic or settings remains is nagpasabot siya nga ang DNA plasmids muna siya ang mga piraso sa or mga piraso lagi sa DNA nga muna siya ang nagdala sa kanang instruction para buhaton ang dengue proteins which is ang E or PRM. So gipa-inject sa lawas aron nga mo tudlo sa immune system ang pag-ilas o kuan sa dengue virus is murag bitaw siya nga tabangan para makuan ang dengue virus. So ikaduha, muna siya kanang mga studies nga na-discovers in terms dani sa vaccines. Kani ang DNA vaccines is muna siya ang nakapahinabo or ang nag-neutralize sa antibodies nga muna siya ang klase sa antibodies nga kanang makapugong siya sa dengue or dengue virus nga makasulod sa atong cells, sa atong lawas or sa atong bodies. So, na siya mga epektibo or mga effect nga gamiton og CpG molecules nga or electroporation techniques nga mogamit og kuryente aron nga ang DNA mas musulod sa mga cells. Muna siya ang pagbuhaton para musulod lagi sa cells. So, dapat nga kanang ang DNA model makatag siya nga kusog sa atong immune response with 80% nga survival rate. Muna siya nakabisa sa 80% nga survival rate nga makarespan ng atong immune system. So, na siya mga pamaagi nga mag-improve ang epekto sa vaccine or bakuna. So, muna siya ang mga epekto like for example ang prime boost strategy. So, ang prime boost strategy is muna siyang una nga hatagan og din i-vaccine dahil ang 14th vaccine aron for example kanang palig-uno nimo ang imong immune response. So, like for example kaning ikaduha kanang adjuvant sama sa GM-CSF o kanang Vac15 nga makatabang sa immune system nga epektibo ka siya nga mo luwas sa dengue virus. So ikatuloy is ang tetravalent of mosaic vaccines. So unsa man siya ang tetravalent of mosaic vaccine? So man siya ang klase sa bakuna nga ang target is daghan kay klase like for example kanang serotypes sa dengue. Serotypes sa dengue virus, muna siya ang mas lapad nga protection or mas taas nga protection. So kani siya bisan pa og maayo ang resulta sa mga or sa kanang vaccine nagyapon tay mga kabalaka or nga diin nga mahinay atong immune response nga bisan in case nga kuanan gyapon ta sa vaccine but ang atong immune system nga mo response hinay siya. So digid ingon nga makabantay ta nga okay gyapon ta nga vaksinan but dili siya tanan nga maokey ta kaya ang takadepende na sa atong immune system kung nice ba yang pag-response. So mo lagi ang giingon nga ang DNA vaccine mo siya ang dengue kay ang promising labi na sa hayo or sa mga mananap ug madaghan nga improvement nga gihimo aron nga malig-on pero wala pa jud ni ingon nga 100% nga kasiguraduhan kung epektibo gyud ba kini sa mga tao labi na sa hinay nga mga immune system.
Other mosquito-borne flaviviruses, Zika virus. Following Zika outbreaks 2015-2016, LaRocca et al. And Dode et al. Developed a recombinant DNA vaccine expressing Zika pre-membrane and envelope proteins, achieving full protection in susceptible mice and non-human primates through neutralizing antibodies. Additionally, a novel synthetic Zika DNA vaccine demonstrated robust immunity and 100% protection against brain pathology in IFNAR/mice. Humanized mice showed significant antibody responses post-vaccination. Maternal DNA vaccine administration protected offspring while combining immunization strategies and adjuvants like IL-36 gamma showed promise. Individuals vaccinated with the Zika DNA vaccine VRC5283 without prior flavivirus exposure exhibited limited antibody binding, whereas those with previous exposure showed varied binding capacity, though neutralization of unrelated flaviviruses was not achieved. GEV. At present, there is only one study on the development of mRNA vaccine against GEV. The vaccine candidates similar to other mRNA vaccine candidates for flaviviruses utilized PRM/E as antigen and was encapsulated in LNP. When used to immunize C57BL/6G mice at the dose of 15 grams per mouse and boosted 3 weeks later with the same dose of the vaccine, a significant increase in neutralizing antibody titer was observed, with PRNT50 reaching approximately 1 to 200 in vaccinated mice. More so, a strong proliferation of CD8+ but not CD4+ T cells was observed. Most importantly, 100% protection was observed following the challenge of vaccinated mice with 1/106 PFU GEV P3 strains 3 weeks after boosters immunization. This indicates that mRNA vaccines is a promising platform for the development of safe and effective GEV vaccines.
Yellow fever virus. Recently, a study by Medina Magis et al. Found that mRNA-based vaccine candidates targeting the yellow fever or YF virus elicited strong immune responses and provide significant protection in a dose-dependent manner. Formulated in LNP, The vaccines were designed to express YFV, PRME, and the non-structural protein 1, NS1. Findings revealed that vaccination with PRME, mRNA, LPN induced high titers of neutralizing antibodies and robust T cell responses in both mice and non-human primates, leading to protection against experimental YFB challenge. Indeed, vaccinated mice not only showed reduced viral loads and minimal disease symptoms, passive transfer of their serum was able to confer protection in naive mice. These findings collectively indicate that mRNA vaccines encoding PRME and NS1 antigens have the potential to become effective YF vaccines and overcome the limitation of current vaccines.